Günther Niethammer, a scientist and ornithologist, his career flourished at Auschwitz while he willfully ignored the atrocities of the Holocaust. Born in 1908 in Waldheim, Germany, he joined the Nazi Party in 1937. 3 years later, he volunteered for the Waffen-SS, serving on guard duty at Auschwitz concentration and death camp. There, he conducted the most infamous bird survey of all time, meticulously observing bird life in the camp while remaining blind to the evil he would have witnessed every day.
There's a big discussion inside the society how to deal with him, because he was a human being, a guard at Auschwitz, probably killing people. But on the other hand, he was also like a good birder and monitoring, collecting birds at the site. So there's this discrepancy between killing birds and killing humans. I hope he made a distinction, but maybe not.
After the war, Niethammer benefited from his membership in a profession that minimized, sanitized, and ultimately erased his role in the Holocaust, allowing him to resume a distinguished academic career as though his time at Auschwitz were a footnote and not a defining moral failure.
It's at the height of the Holocaust, he published the third and final volume of the Handbook of German Birds. And he signs off as that as serving officer of the Waffen-SS.
Nicholas Milton, historian and naturalist, in his book The Birdman of Auschwitz, explores the profound ethical questions raised by Niethammer's story, particularly the role of academics and scientists in Nazi crimes, embodied here in a professional observer of bird life who refused to do more than watch the atrocity around him.
There are lots of books on Auschwitz, there are loads of them. This one is all based on science, because all of my referencing was the science books that Niethammer produced, the papers. A prolific author, over 200 journals, articles, books and things produced during his lifetime. When I produced that book, I found it very hard to get publicity for it or get it, but I want to attribute to Mark Wallace, who's the director of
CEO of Counter-Extremism Project.
He got in touch with me, and that's why we're here today. These are the ones that will be going back to where they were originally caught or shot. As you can see, Niethammer meticulously labelled every bird. Those labels also shows that he was carrying out his bird survey over the summer of 1941.
Those birds will be exposed in the house of Rodowkas, in the house of mass murderer, one of the biggest in the history of humankind.
The birds will be showcased at House 88, on public display for the first time in more than 80 years. The exhibition is part of Archer's larger effort to transform House 88 from a place in which the horrors of mass murder were deliberately ignored to one in which that indifference is called out, confronted, and used as a riposte to the anti-Semitism of today. In particular, this exhibit forces us to consider the unexamined complicity that still haunts our professional and elite classes.
Strengthening the message of Holocaust survivors, never again, never forget, is our duty. Addressing this topic through different angles, through art, through science, through music, this is our aim.
The bird's presence in the house will serve as a reminder and as a warning that professional ethics and institutional codes do not safeguard against extreme ideology. Drawing on newly uncovered documents, archival footage, personal correspondence, and scientific publications, the Birdman of Auschwitz exhibition interrogates how individuals of undoubted intellect and in professions with supposed ethical standards become complicit in the machinery of Nazi terror. Anti-Semitism has risen to shocking levels in the past 2 years. But its early signs are too often minimized or ignored. History, the story of Niethammer, shows that when hatred of Jews is tolerated, we cannot rely on our institutions to stop it. Instead, they adapt to it. And society's moral standards adapt in turn. It must be confronted now, before anti-Semitism goes mainstream.